I can't sleep. I can never sleep at night anymore. My head constantly says peace to my body on earth and makes a beeline into the clouds, bopping around, doing nothing productive all day and night. Recently, well within the last several months, sleep has begun to feel more like a treat than dessert. And forget about feeling well rested. Me and her are no longer speaking. Most nights, my tireless thoughts consume my head in a swirling, spiraling, boating motion that makes me want to throw up in the water. However, tonight in particular, my melatonin seems even more so defective. This adds up. Tomorrow I graduate undergrad and start this whole wildly outrageous adulting for real. Just saying the A word makes me want to gag, hyperventilate, and faint. All in that order. I remember entering first grade, scared shitless and shaking, simply just from the thought of being away from home and alone just for a few hours. Now, in less than 24 hours, I'll be alone and on my own forever. So yeah, as you can imagine, my anxiety is having a field day with my mental state right now. Really just having a ball. I'm one more, why are you stressed? You should be excited. Away from squaring up with them right then and there. Obviously, I'm petrified of failure. So yeah, I'm scared to even try. I'm nervous of going through this journey alone, both emotionally and financially. But the thought that I'm always carrying in my backpack in a sealed and contained plastic bag is that I don't know what I like to do, better yet love, and worse, I don't know what to do in order to figure that out. The fact that seemingly everyone my age possesses the knowledge of what they want to do in life just makes me want to scream. How? Where did you find this valuable information? Did you work the Google machine? Or did I miss a lecture where the prof outlined in detail what one should be doing with their life, career-wise or happiness-wise? If so, that class must have taken place on a Friday. So here I lay in my bed for the last time, drowning in my sweat and self-pity, contemplating what path I should travel down. The 8x10 glossies of what my potential future could possibly look like are on repeat during these late night hours, like an overplayed pop song. But unfortunately, I can't pretend to lip sync my way through this one. Not this time, not anymore. The thought of diving head first into dark, choppy, unknown waters and moving on to the next chapter of my life terrifies me. Terrifies me so much that it makes me not want to jump. The thought of even seeing the water in the distance makes me seasick. Why, you ask? Why am I not excited to start a supposedly fun and exciting new journey of my life? Well, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to be, or who the fuck I currently am. As I desperately try to get some sleep, I pray for passion and cross my fingers that the passion I discover, I find buried deep within a career that pays handsomely, has dental, and summers off. I close my eyes, recall the various directions I could possibly take in my life, and let them take me away. But only for the night, obviously. I have a ceremony tomorrow that my mom said I really wasn't allowed to miss. Any girl that has ever seen a romantic comedy has considered dropping it all and moving to New York City. Similar to my ex-boyfriend, I too share this aspect of my life with many other girls. Cue the pity and uncomfortable laughter. My first dream, I am carried away out of my bed in the spin of a tornado and gracefully placed in the chaotic streets of Manhattan. Of course, when I've daydreamed in the past, I'm working for a major corporation, living in a penthouse apartment on the Upper East Side, and basically rolling in the dough. To my surprise, this dream is not at all what I signed up for. I'm working as an intern for an unknown company, making just above minimum wage, and living in a studio apartment with 4 other roommates in Harlem. However, all the negativity seemingly disperses once I start walking. Walking around New York City is an experience that never gets old, no matter how much you do it. The vibe is so chaotic, yet so in order, it feels fake. The loud noises, the crowds of people all walking in their own different direction, the unnecessary honking, the creative swear words being casually thrown at each other, the smells, both good and not so good. All of these things together create such an intoxicating energy that makes you desperate to taste more. Looking up at the Empire State Building gives me a sort of hope that I can do and be anything that I want. The innumerable opportunities available in New York City makes it so there is no limit. Cue the Mean Girls? The limit does not exist. Any other city, there's no way in hell I'd have that self-esteem to believe in myself for longer than a minute. But in this city, I'm spewing confidence left and right. I've never been in a play or production before, but I might just dance my way through the financial district and go a cappella on the subway. And you bet I'll interview for that job that I have zero qualifications for. Ask that guy out on a date even though he's a 10 and I'm a 6 on prom night. Already done. And I'm meeting his parents next week. The thought of failing doesn't even cross my mind. Looking around and seeing so many people in the city that are incredibly successful makes something inside of me click. If these fools are thriving, then why can't this fool be? Why not me? I have always struggled with sharing my voice because I was scared that others wouldn't care for my pitch. But now, I'm ready to sing, even if I know that it will be off key. I hop into my apartment elevator, press the button, and get shot up into the sky. Unfortunately, I do not land in the clouds, but rather at my parents' front door. As I walk through the doors of my childhood home, I keep repeating 3 things. 1, I'm living rent-free. 2, this is a temporary arrangement. And 3, manslaughter could set you back 20 to 25 years. Living under my parents' roof during the holiday breaks are great. One might even say relaxing. Laundry, done. Pantry, stocked. Bed made. Ass wiped. Living at home when you are no longer a student is borderline brutal. I get no extra treatment whatsoever as if I am alone, but I get reprimanded daily, reminding me that I do, in fact, live with other people. Yeah, I get the worst of both worlds. Every day is another personal attack. I'm routinely getting yelled at for the most bizarre things. Not ironing my jeans, looking like an unmade bed, chewing unladylike, and listening to degrading music are the current frontrunners. Nevertheless, I keep reminding myself about how grateful I am to be able to live rent-free and have my money stack up in my bank account. And just like that, my survival mode turned on. If I want to survive in this household and gain even the smallest ounce of happiness, I have to learn patience. I can either have every negative thing around me pile up until I hate my life, or I can grow up and look beyond the negative to see the positive. And just as quickly as my annoyance came into my life when I moved home, it left. I no longer get easily annoyed when my parents give me a curfew, or when I have to clean the floors like Cinderella. I've begun to practice the art of self-control, and with that, my anger and anxiety fades away swiftly. Just like my sex life did when I moved back in with my parents. I realized that my unhappiness is not contingent on my surrounding environment, but rather my state of mind. All you have to do is disassociate the two, and you're golden, pony boy. Although I keep my eye on the future, I no longer run and try and catch it. I patiently wait and let my future come to me. My peaceful state of mind halts for a split second while I'm jolted out of my kitchen table and flung into an even more uncomfortable seat. In the middle of an all too familiar hall, I know exactly where I am. I don't even need to open my eyes. I'm in a lecture hall. I look up to see a graduate studies professor explaining the difference between depreciation and amortization. So it appears as if I'm in an MBA program. Although I'm not too thrilled about still being in school and doing this so-called learning thing, at least I can push back adulting for a little while longer. Boom. With no time at all, I find myself absolutely drowning in the workload. I can barely keep up with my class schedule. Better yet, the assignments and the readings. In fact, I think I have a presentation tomorrow in a class I have yet to even attend. I swear, I'm this close to just eating the 50 grand I put into this education and running away. But unfortunately, because I've been running on empty since I arrived here, and there's no fuel stations in sight, I honestly don't think I can muster up the energy to run away. So that's where I'm at. The dreaded progress reports are finally here. Terrible. Yep, I'm doing absolutely terrible. But I mean, is anyone shocked? In this program, and in life in general, I need to start kicking my feet. I need to work. I took that realization into the second half of my program and killed the game. Not only did it make me feel like I was king of the world, Leo style, but I ended up having so much more free time. It was a win-win. My pride becomes halted in its track by an obnoxious noise. I wake up feeling drunk. I try and remember if I went out last night. I mean, I could have. That does sound like me. But no. No, I quickly come to and recall the wild dreams I had. Whoa. They were so vivid and realistic. I realized that I had learned more lessons in that one night than I had learned in all 4 years of my undergrad. Sorry, Dad. I guess the cost of my tuition wasn't your wisest investment. Oops. In each dream, the tools I found within myself were invaluable. Sure, I didn't absolutely love every moment. There were a lot of hard times. But through each one, I learned how to overcome adversity and improve my happiness and myself. The confidence I found in New York City, the positivity I found living at home, and the hard work I found during my MBA program are all I need to take with me along my journey. And how crazy cool is it that they're already inside of me and take up no extra space in my suitcase? Like, it doesn't even matter what I do or where I go. Either way, I'm always gonna grow. With every new journey I embark on, I will become stronger with each new step. Once I find the courage to get out of my own head and just go for it, I'm gonna succeed. Doesn't matter the direction, just decide. And I know I'm gonna be alright.